Hello and welcome to July in Britain, where it has been raining all day. It's not very warm and I'm off to an exciting little running event. So basically this is something that's very different from anything that I've done before. I'm going to a shoe try-on event that's led by Brooks and StartFitness, which is like a running shoe shop up here in Newcastle and does like UK and probably worldwide shipping as well. It's a running fitness store basically, and they've teamed up with Brooks to have this little running event, which is like a 5k. If you've done Town Moor Park Run in Newcastle, it's around there basically. You can sign up, it was free to sign up for, and you can go and try out a pair of Brooks Ghost 16, which is their kind of new, I think it's a maximal cushion shoe basically. Run 5k in it, and I think you get some freebies and stuff as well, but the tickets are free, as I said, so I just decided to sign up, and I thought I'd take along the camera and kind of review the Brooks Ghost 16 because I've never tried a Brooks shoe. They're very popular in StartFitness and I've seen them around parkrun a lot. I have a few friends that run in Brooks, but I've never tried them myself, so I'm going in pretty blind really. I've watched a couple of videos on the shoe just to kind of get to grips with it, but apart from that I'm just going to give you my raw, unfiltered first impressions of it, and I haven't told anyone that I'm going to film there or anything, so obviously it'll be an unbiased review, and hopefully I'll just be able to take you along and see what the event's like. Anyway, if you're thinking of going along to an event like this, because there are lots of shoe try-ons. I know Hoka do quite a few, I think in like London and things. Brooks do a lot up here, and they do like their countrywide tour of park runs where you can run a park run in a Brooks shoe. Yeah, hopefully it's a fun time, even though the weather is absolutely miserable. Let's see what the Brooks Ghost 16 is like. Let's go. Atmosphere. I've got some new shoes on my feet, the Brooks Ghost 16. They've got a few other options I think as well, but these are the ones I got given. Got given a t-shirt, don't know if we get to keep it, hopefully we do. And yeah, it's a great atmosphere and hopefully we'll get running soon. And we're off, first try of the Brooks Ghost 16 here. Let's see what it feels like.
It looks like we're going in the right direction.
Okay, so the first impressions of the Ghost 16. Yeah, really nice shoe. It feels like an easy day shoe. It feels pretty firm underfoot. Obviously this shoe's probably been used a bit for the try-on events. The main thing that I noticed, and I heard about this on some video reviews, is that it's got a 12mm drop between the heel and the foot, heel and the toes, and you really can feel that actually. It kind of nicely pushes you onto your toes, but you can really feel it when you're just standing as well. Let's try and pick up the pace in it and see how it feels. It doesn't feel bad, but definitely not giving much back, but you know, it's an easy day shoe. That's the run done, 3.2 miles. We did a bit of like off-road bit, kind of gravel and puddles as well, so that was quite good to test the grip. It's a nice shoe. I have more thoughts about it, but let's see where the rest of the event takes us. So this event has been absolutely brilliant. It was totally free to sign up for. We got got to try out the shoes, got a little goodie bag with I think a 20% discount at StartFitness for Brooks shoes. Got 2 free drinks, which is amazing. Free t-shirt, I'm pretty sure, so that's really good. And yeah, I have some thoughts about the Brooks Ghost 16, which I will tell you when I get back. But for now, I'm gonna sit and enjoy my pint, upload to Strava, obviously, and yeah, good event. Okay, event over, and I'm gonna first talk to you a little bit about the shoe and then about the event. Not gonna waffle on too long about the shoe because I have kind of simple opinions of it. Essentially, it was a good shoe. That is it. Like, it wasn't perfect, didn't blow me away at all. It was just a decent, easy day shoe. It was a bit weird with that fact that the heel was a lot higher than the toe. You did kind of feel like you're on tiptoes when you're standing. Suited me because I'm a mid to 4-foot striker anyway, so that was kind of fine. And I feel like for heel striking, maybe it even promotes that because you can just bash into this massive cushion at the back of the shoe. It's not really like any other shoes I felt like that. Apart from that, it was soft, wasn't massively soft. Obviously I don't know because I don't know how many like kilometers that shoe's already done because it's a try-on event shoe. Yeah, nothing about it blew me away, but there was no reason that I should be like, this is a bad shoe. Which brings me to my conclusion really. Good shoe, but there are just so many other alternatives. So I think it's $126.99 or like around £130 basically. And I just think you can get a better easy day shoe for a lower price, or the same kind of easy day shoe for a lower price, especially if you look at like Asics, Saucony, or especially like Puma. Actually, they have quite a lot of lower level shoes that kind of just do the same job. If you're just pounding out miles, it's going to do the same thing. I don't really know how long the shoe lasts. Obviously, I think it looked like it was made pretty sturdily, so I think that there's no problem with that. But yeah, basically, I think it's great, and I think if Brooks work for you, that's brilliant, but I just don't see why you wouldn't just spend a bit less money and get a different shoe, really. But that's a kind of cynical view on it. It was a good shoe, but I'd maybe like to run a bit more in it, and then I'd have, obviously I needed 5k. If I ran a bit more in it, then maybe I would change my mind, and maybe it would come into its own. Or I'd really like to try the glycerin actually as well, because I think that's a bit of a more cushioned version of this shoe, but I'd love to try that. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion. It's a little bit brutal, but good shoe, great shoe. If you get it, you're gonna love it, but I think you can probably get a cheaper shoe of a similar quality. That being said, on to the event as a whole. I think these events are brilliant. So this is my first time going to an event like this, and I think it was fantastic. For a start, all the freebies that you got free drinks, a free shirt, there was a giveaway, so some people won some pairs of shoes. It was set up really well, but I think overall it's a great opportunity to try on a brand of shoes. And especially in this kind of age of buying things online a lot, you could buy a whole shoe rotation just by what people say on YouTube. So being able to actually try on a shoe has kind of gone a bit more underrated, I think. Whereas I love trying on shoes. I think it's really good to get in the shop, put them on your feet, see how they feel, because everyone's feet are slightly different. Different brands have different sizing, how wide your foot is, how narrow, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's great to try on a shoe, and this is a great opportunity for it. You can meet like-minded people as well. It's a good opportunity for another social run if you maybe don't get to run with a lot of other people. You can ask questions about the shoe, potentially win a free shoe. So I think these events are brilliant. It was set up really nicely. It was great having that link to StartFitness as well, which for the record I think is a stunning running shop, and that's not only because I live in Newcastle, so I get its benefits all the time, but I've probably been in there, I could not tell you how many times I've been in there, but I genuinely think the security guard probably recognises me, and it gets a bit embarrassing now. Great deals on a lot of great brands, Asics, Saucony, Puma, all of the ones I've mentioned previously, and of course Brooks, massive section of Brooks. So that was really good to tie it into a running shop, and you could get 20% off or whatever the deal was if you buy a Brooks shoe from StartFitness. So get yourself along to one of those events. I think it was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it. I might go along to a few other ones, go along with friends. It was totally free, which is ridiculous. Even just getting a t-shirt for free, you can't complain about that. And getting to try on a shoe, getting drinks, opportunity to win a shoe, blah, blah, blah. I think this is doing great things to the running community, and especially people that maybe know a bit less about shoes and just kind of go off the feel, I think it's great for them to be able to go and try out a shoe for a 5k run, which isn't just like jogging around the shop. That is a decent run. Don't worry about pacing as well. Like, there was all sorts of paces going on there. At the front, we were just ticking off like kind of 8-minute miles, I think. So nothing super fast, but also for people that run a little bit faster, you can still kind of get used to what your easy running feels like in it, because shoes can feel very different at different paces. But there were little breaks around the course, and we did the whole thing in about 30 minutes. So I think as long as you can run a 5k in about, really even under 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, you're going to be absolutely fine. Thanks to Brooks and StartFitness for setting it up. I went there totally of my own accord. No one knew that I was going and filming, so this is all my own opinions. Like, I didn't think the shoe was anything special, so I've told you that, being brutally honest here. But yeah, might try and go along to a few other ones, especially if they're different brands. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.